Hey everybody, this is Brian Helmick from BetweenTheLicks.com. Today I'm going to teach you a little bit about making up your own blues licks from the blues scale. Now the blues scale is pretty much the most popular scale you use for the blues, and the great thing about it is you use this one scale to play over all the changes. The entire time you'll play over the same scale. So the scale in A, I'm going to show you that real quick. It goes... And that's just running up the entire scale. Starts with the root, the flat third, the fourth, the flat fifth, the blue note, the fifth, the flat seventh or dominant, and then the root again, and then it goes on up some more. So you got your scale, that's your first step in it. And then you need to pick some notes. You need to pick some notes that you're going to play. It's really easy to really do that. I mean, you can play random notes to start off with, but then as you learn a little more about it, you'll get a little more picky about what you want to play, and you'll just kind of naturally know what you want. So here's an example we got. I just made that up. I mean, that's just random notes, and I mean, it sounds all right. It's a little bland, but here's something similar. Again, just kind of just playing random notes from the scale. And also, you can always use the same notes again, or play the same notes twice. It's perfectly legit. After you pretty much picked out the notes that you want to play, you probably want to do them with a little more rhythmic flair. You don't want to just play, you know, da 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 da. You don't want to run up and down, just like you don't want to run up and down in scale. So let's try something like. I mean, that's pretty simple. That's not too complicated at all. Something maybe a little more complicated, you could do something like... And I kind of played a little right there, and that's just sliding. And it adds a little more style to it, which is an important thing. The next thing you really want to do is focus on really incorporating style. And by style, I mean like bends, I mean vibrato, I mean like double stops, slides, pull off, hammer on, all that stuff. That's style. It adds a little more flair to what you're playing, so you're not just playing random notes. Something, say, like B.B. King, famous for his one finger vibrato. He's crazy, he shakes his hand a lot. And something he'd play maybe over like a minor blues thing would be like this. Just real simple, not real fancy, but it does have that style to it. Something Stevie Ray would play. He was real into playing double stops, big wide bends. He was real famous for that. Here's something like that. Something like that. It's a little more complicated, but as you can see, with just using that scale, just using a little style, you can make some really interesting and cool sounding licks. And then after you've got all that down, you've got your the right scale, you've picked your notes that you want to play, you've got rhythmic variation, and then you've added some style to it. The thing you want to do that is probably the most important, in my opinion is the most important, is really having a style. Something that's really good. I mean, like style, and then you want to play with soul. So you really need soul. That's the most important thing. If you watch blues guys playing, I mean, they just kind of lose it. They start spazzing out on stage sometimes, and that's because they're playing, from their heart with emotion. And that is the most important thing, hands down, in the blues. This stuff like that, it's not important when you can really play something and put your gut into it. I mean, that's the most important thing. So let's run this back down. You pick your scale. That's pretty easy. It's whatever key you're in. You pick your notes that you want to play, and you'll get better at that over time. And then you'll want to definitely choose some better rhythmic variation than just, da 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 da. That gets boring. And then you'll want to play with some style, add some vibrato in there. Bend the notes. Make them scream a little bit. And then you need to play with soul. That is the most important thing. You've really got to love the music you're playing, and that's what the blues is all about. So thank you for joining me today for this lesson. Check out the website BetweenTheLicks.com for some more lessons and free tabs for all the lessons. Thanks. You have a great day.